myself, and today we're going to be creating a very own intro, and it's not really something I'm going to be using, but it is going to be something that I can give you guys options to be able to use. So we're going to do this really quickly, because on the last one that I was actually working on, I did a video explaining this a little bit, as you can see from the saves right here, but the problem is it took way longer than I expected to. So let's go ahead and try to make it a little bit manageable. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick anything we want, so we could just go ahead and grab a typical God of War outro that I ended up selecting for the situation that I wanted to create. And now there's many ways to do this. Now, for example, the way I'm going to show you is using a green screen effect, which allows you to be able to put a green screen in the front of pretty much anything. So let's remove this, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to add to screenshot, and we're going to go to solid color, but we're going to delete this, right? So this is where we're going to start off. So what happens is what a green screen is basically when you have a big gigantic green screen behind anything that you're wanting to make a video of, say PewDiePie, for example, which I don't have any videos of PewDiePie, unfortunately, for this video, but we're going to go with anything. So let's go with add a track 2, and we're going to add a track 2. Now there's many videos that I ended up getting for green screen. There were some parts where I was adding a small snippet for memes and etc., but do not copy a complete thing of videos. Like there's some videos I have in here that I kind of copied, like for example, what is a League of Legends? I found a funny part in it, I wanted a part out of it. But by the end of the day, do not just go and copy a video and then add it onto YouTube and claim it as yours. It is not yours. You need to be making your own content, and if there's a small snippet from another person's content, I think that's okay, but do not go over excessive with it, right? Do not use anything that really takes a long time to make and is really hard to make. This was just because of the fact that I ended up finding it as a pretty much as a an ad, and I saw this one part where he's like, "Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about," because it says, you know. Anyways, let's get on to continue. So we're gonna go to a green screen effect that I have here, and you know I've used this in one of my videos before. So what we're gonna do though is we're gonna find the one point where we want to start up. So let's say where that disappears. By the way, all these videos that I'm going to be using inside of this is going to be from green screen effects. If you need any kind of green screens, that person is most likely to have what you need. So we're going to go ahead and move clip. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to make the clip too long, so you're going to have the clip up at least to, oop, my left stick is a little buggy, but you're going to have it where it's about at least 15 seconds. Or 10, it can go lower, by the way. Just don't over exaggerate yourself. So now that we got to the point where we want, how much time we want to have, we're going to go to edit overlays, well not edit overlays, but we're going to go to edit track 2, and we're going to actually split the clip, which is pretty simple, you know, self-explanatory. We split the clip. Now what we want to do is, if you want to get this little person off from the right side of your screen into from that little green box, what you're going to do is you're going to actually go press square, pip layout, full screen. Then what you want to do is press triangle, hit X, and go to green screen. What that'll do, it'll remove the green screen from the background, also making it where it's a full big screen person. So when you hit double circle, it will now be available on the actual video. And then pretty much all we do from there is add our overlays. So adding overlays can be done 2 different ways. I recommend the one with a small black outline in the back. So let's go with thanks for watching. Alright, so we're going to go with thanks for watching. We're going to actually make that a little bit smaller. Alright, so then we're going to stretch it upon the whole 15 seconds. Pretty simple, right? So if you want to add anything, like for example your picture, you want to go back into the add overlay, and you can also go to camera FX to make it where the camera shakes, quakes. You can do many things, but we're going to add our picture here. So we're going to go and actually make it where the duration is all the way. Now I like doing that because of the fact that whenever I have the duration all the way, it makes it where I can edit it at any time and it'll shorten up. So we're not going to be, this is just going to be basic. You know, you can add whatever you want for text, which is fine. It'll be nice if you want to make it smaller. Find something that goes more in the middle so you can mess around with 2 areas. Now there are other ways to do it, but I'll have to show you in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this video and we're going to move on to the next step, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we're going to start another new project. We're going to go back and put that video over here that we just edited as it. Now, when you're done with when you're fixing to be done with the editing, of course you're gonna, instead of have it God of War, you're gonna put a, you're gonna name it your outro. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to name it beforehand, because then you're gonna have a bunch of files that'll just say outro, and then you'll be screwed over. Like you'll be wondering, is this one the finished one? Is that one the finished one? Hold on, where was I on this one? Just don't do it unless you're confirming that it's gonna be your outro. This isn't gonna be my outro, so because I've already got my outro, but we're doing this to teach you guys a little bit of stuff. Now, what happens here is if you really don't want to do that, what you can do is you can actually cut your video, right? Like, say for a gameplay video, you can cut your video, and then you can actually save and then load up that in another new project and add a track 2. When you add a track 2, you can add another clip. Let's just use this for example. And what you can do is you can press square, go to pip layout, and go to side by side, which that'll carry the video that you have in the first place with the video that you have as your second track onto a single screen. And when you do that, you can actually go back to edit track 2, pip dropout, replace it, and you can add whatever you want to. Let's say we wanted another solid color. Well, that's not going to really work very well because my solid color already is you know what, here we go. See, you can just add another solid color in the background, and there you go. If you want to do it that way, that is fine. That is cool. But we're doing it my way, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete track 2, and from here we got our text, we got our picture, we got what we want to. You can add many more. You can change it where, just do whatever you want as long as it expresses you. But here what we're going to do is we're going to add a screenshot. We're going to add the solid color and the gradient. Why the gradient? I'll explain it here in a minute, because I don't feel like having to go and add 2 of these, right? Pretty much that's it. That's all it is. So what we're going to go is the settings. We're going to select color 1, which we have to press square on to turn that black. Color 2, turn that black as well, and confirm it. So now we got a black. You can do it this way rather than the other way if you want to copy twice, but I didn't really feel like it. So we're going to have 2 black screens at the beginning and the end. So we're going to add a transition. We're going to add fade from color, which allows us to fade away from the black, and then we're going to add fade to color, which is going to fade us into the black, right? So now we're going to go ahead and trim both of these, because you don't want that excess extra. You don't want that extra. And this is all on PS4, by the way. This is PS4 Sharefactory. This is for the people that I play with and for people that I know that were trying to get YouTube started and don't really know how to do any editing on Sharefactory. This is for them, but I wanted to share it with YouTube as well if you do not really know how to make a very good outro, or if you want to if you like my outro and you can make something similar, you know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is we're going to add music. Now, to add music, you're going to have a USB card, and I have one right here. It's 16 gigs, which is a decent amount, but by the end of the day, you don't want to go and overextend yourself when it comes down to it. But by the end of the day, you have to have a folder with capital Share and then all lowercase factory. And then what you're going to do after that is you're going to make 3 folders inside of it, one for videos, one for music, and one for images. Do with that as you please. You just carry them into it and drop it in the box as soon as you go to YouTube and MP3 players that you want to go and change it into. You can do the research. There's plenty of videos out there on how to transfer music over there. But what we're going to do is we're going to split music here. We're going to cut. So as long as you have a laptop, you can do this. You can always use stock music too, but I wouldn't recommend it. I pretty much don't recommend anything about this in stock. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually split our music here after splitting our music earlier. And what we're going to do is we're going to fade out about 2 seconds and fade in about 2 seconds. So that way it gives a little delay on while the music's coming up from a low state to a higher state. And this is the finished product. So, oops, alright, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's Satan. I feel hated, I feel hatred, I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated, feel so real that I wake up shaking.
Now, as you can tell, there was a little bit of problem in the background. Why is that? Because in the video that I was making when I was editing earlier, I did not mute the sound. So that's easily fixed whenever you don't mute the second track. You could always mute it here, and then it plays.
My life is devastated, feel so real that I wake up shaking.
Plays a lot more smoother. But this is the dullest way I could have ever done an outro whatsoever. This is just giving a simple way of how you can start it off if you're going to do something like mine, which mine's pretty basic. I don't really want to work on too much of a harder, difficult type of sort of ordeal, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people that want to go ahead and show you that. But it's for the people that do have a laptop and want to make something plain. You can always do this. You can do the double pip. You can put over whatever green screen you want as long as it expresses you. And that's the story here, guys. As long as you're being you, it doesn't matter what your content is like, because some people out there might enjoy the real you rather than enjoying a fake wannabe Ali A. This has been Dynamic Dark Wolf, and I'm not going to use this outro, by the way, at all. Like, I'm not. I'm working on a different outro and intro. So, that's that, but I hope you guys have a nice day. If you did, please hit that like button. If you did not enjoy this video, well, hit it anyways, because it always makes me transcend up to the heavens for me to grab a nice ice cold sunny D from the sun. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys next time. This has been Dynamic Dark Wolf. Peace.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act.